Yeah.
And then you get into also, you could buy English wine, New Zealand wine, German wine, Swiss wine.
Yeah.
It's pretty much something from everywhere. South American wines are quite popular.
Like Chile, Argentina.
Chile, Argentina, yeah.
What do you think about the US wine? Most of that comes from California, right?
Yeah, most of California, Napa or otherwise.
What do you think about it?
I think the white wines were okay. There is a fruitiness. I think there's better red wines. Well, by my palate.
Yeah. Like in terms of the value for the price that you pay, because I'm sure Californian wines are quite expensive.
Well, this is the scary thing, right? Because there's such high taxes or duties on alcohol in this country. Even a cheap bottle from SA is pretty expensive here.
Okay.
Yeah. So any sort of, basically you go into a shop and it's all expensive. It's just a case of, what do you get for £5 is probably a cheap bottle. Anything under £5 or under is it's a gamble, and then it's an acquired taste. Most red wines are like 15. I don't know what the exchange rate's like at the moment, but I would say it's all fairly expensive.
That's expensive. It's like $300 a bottle. £15.
What's the exchange rate? Let's have a look.
I think it's just over 20. But think about it this way: for like $300 in SA, you're most likely looking at the premium bottle.
Yeah.
Not like an upper mid tier, because like I think our upper mid tier starts from like 100 to 200, right? Once you go into 300 and 400 rand range, you're looking at like a premium tier, wine.
Okay, so you would suggest then you're probably half that price.
No, I think a third.
Wow. Okay.
A third is more realistic. A third or a quarter, I'm not sure.
So can you guys hear me now?
With
21 rand to the pound, is that right? Wow.
Yeah, that sounds right. I just basically based my assumption on just over 20, but it sounds right.
Right.
Okay, so for anything less than 100 rand for a bottle is our cheapest. No, hang on, that doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right.
The cheapest one is around, over 100 rand.
Yeah, so
on average, you're probably going to be 200 to 300 rand a bottle.
So our cheapest, most likely, basically is 30 rand. But you can still get some good wines, like for example, say there's some big supermarket chains like Checkers that do like an odd bin range where they bulk buy a certain quantity from selected wine farms. So you can actually get a pretty decent bottle of red for $30.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something interesting that I have a theory on here, because obviously I follow South African wines, but like Nederburg, right? You can't easily buy Nederburg here. It's not a common bottle of brand on the shelf compared to the others. But what is a common brand is Kamalo. And it's like, never heard of this in SA. So we have a theory that it's the same. It's from the same winery. They just rebranded it for the global market.
Nederburg is pretty big. It's one of the biggest wine farms in the USA. And I mean most of the revenue comes from exports. It doesn't come from the domestic market.
Yeah, it's still cheap to produce, and the thing is, I mean, they make it on volume. They still make decent margins. It's still cheap product with their margin. It's still a cheap product to import. It's just the consumer at the end of the day is still going to get smashed with all the levies and taxes that's put on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Andrew, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys well.
Okay, so you're back. You're back in full force and full volume.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. This happened the other day. I was busy testing something with Becky the other night, and then all of a sudden my audio she couldn't hear anymore. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh well.
So, what's in the box?
Oh, what's in the
What's in the box?
Okay, so I got Smashed Ever from
Smashed Ever.
From the grind.
The grind, yeah.
Let me just put this on silent because people are trying to message me. So, can you guys see this?
Yeah, that looks awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it looks like something your body needs right now. Combination of healthy and greasy.
Right.
Yeah, run through the ingredients for me.
Yeah, so it's on like rye bread, smashed
Yeah.
avocado, feta, and pomegranate with some lemon. Yeah. Now the question
Pomegranate.
Yeah. The question is now, how does it taste?
How does it not drip on your white shirt, down your beard?
Yo.
And what is the verdict for the grind?
Absolutely divine.
Yeah, good.
The grind greenery in Melrose Arch for my smashed avocado breakfast. So there it was.
You didn't get a proper coffee with it.
I forgot.
I thought I'd wait for you to get your mouth full and then I'd ask the question.
I forgot. As I was driving away, I was like, oh shit, I should have got coffee. My original plan was to ride through on my bike. So
Yeah.
how am I going to carry a coffee on my bike? So I decided, no, I'll just go in the car rather, because I had another stop to do on the way back, that's for later in the show. I've got another surprise.
Woo!
Ooh. I'm full of surprises, man. I'm full of surprises.
Okay.
So
Now I'm going to tell you there's an echo.
Yeah, there's an echo.
Where's the echo coming from?
Coming from your side.
Okay, well, you sound like the toilet. I'm echoing.
No, I can hear you fine, but I can hear myself and Oleg also echoes.
How about now? No?
Fine. Yes. Okay. Fine here. Oleg?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
No, he's echoing.
He's echoing.
But I'm echoing because Andrew has me on speaker somewhere.
No, I don't.
You
How about
don't?
now?
Try again.
Say something.
Lester?
Yeah, I'm fine. That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Is that
Oh no. It's a distant echo. It's a slight delay. Anyway, let's carry on.
I'm so sick of this bloody technology shit. There's always, and the thing is, like, you follow the instructions and it still doesn't fucking.
So does this mean you're going vegan?
No. Got ever all over my beard.
Yeah.
During the week.
Yes.
During the week, I was having ideas for the show, and I wrote them down, and I use Evernote.
Yeah.
And when I opened up this morning, all my notes are gone. I don't know.
What happened?
You don't work together.
Well, I don't, because I done it on my phone, and I don't know if it didn't synchronize or whatever, but it's gone now. So
basically, they weren't good ideas.
But the problem is, like, after you've written them down, they're gone now. I can't remember what it was that I had written down. there was some stuff that happened during the week that I'd said, we need to talk about this on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
This is what happens when you get older, man.
Yeah. Like
let's just establish a few facts. And
yes.
Andrew, what's your name?
Graham. Graham.
What planet are we on?
Mars. How am I doing so far?
Yeah, no, perfect. Spot on. There's nothing to be worried about here.
Jeez, I can't believe it. Anyway. Right. I'm lost for words. And the problem is I've got this food sitting here. And I'm thinking, well, cheers, guys. But I haven't even had coffee this morning. So, geez, I'm like running on empty. I'm running on empty, I must admit. Because, as usual, things never pan out the way you expect them to. So.
Ever.
Never, ever. So, oh no, maybe it's too early in the show for that. Oh well, what the hell? What international days were there during the week? Do you know?
There is National Drive-In Movie Day.
Oh really? Where was that?
That's today.
When was that?
Tomorrow.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Drive-in movie. So.
Do you still have drive-ins?
No, I don't think so.
No.
They've actually reopened a couple in the UK in the recent years as a kind of a quirky night out, different idea. Because they've kind of restored them, and they're a lot better than they used to be.
Okay.
So it's like a bit retro, but they've done it up nicely.
Yeah.
You don't have that crackly sound from a rubbish box in your window.
Yeah. I mean, can you remember the time when you would go to the drive-in and you would tune in on your radio?
On the radio, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty
still crackly. Yeah. Well, we used to park next door to it in Durban, I think it was. We you could be driving down the road past the drive-in, and you could pick it up. So you could watch about 30 seconds and then just keep doing loops.
Okay.
So you catch about 30 seconds every 4 minutes. You can kind of follow the story.
No, that's crazy. So, when last did you go to the drive-in? Can you remember? I can't remember when last I went to the drive-in.
I think for me it must have been like 14 years ago.
Can you remember when you went last?
Yeah, there was a drive-in just off the M1 East.
Yeah.
Just basically on top of the Marmine Dam. Yeah.
Which is now gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
My last one was 91, and I think it was the one near Wipbank.
Oh no, jeez, remember they used to be outside of town.
It was halfway to Middleburg, wasn't it?
That's right. What's it? It sounds like an airplane.
It's a Hoover guy.
It's a leaf blower. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well planned, eh? Jeez. I thought I was getting some like serious feedback there. So I see it's also Yo-Yo Day today.
Yep.
Can you remember those yo-yos you used to get when you were in school? The Coca-Cola one.
Coca-Cola, yeah.
Sprite, whatever.
Did you know they make comebacks then? It's like Coca-Cola have it on their recurring meeting requests. They got it in their diary every 20 years. I will just run that campaign again. Get the stuff out to stock. Get some professionals trained up to do a tour. It's the same format they seem to do every 20 years.
Yeah. So when last did they do it? Because I haven't seen them again in South Africa.
Let's have a look. I'm sure.
But I found a mate of mine found some that were for sale, original.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get the Coke ones. I got 2 Fanta ones.
Fanta ones.
Fanta. Yeah.
No Sprite.
No Sprites. Did you ever remember those ones which was had the white rim, and then they were clear in the center,
Yeah.
and they used to light up as you were spinning them? You remember those ones?
Yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those. Yeah. Anything there?
Guys, they have TikTok these days. Yo-yo's gone.
Well put. Yeah. Oleg, you said you were going to cruise early,
Yeah, I'm gonna cruise in about 5 minutes.
Okay. So then I might as well say, do you know what day, International Day it was yesterday?
No,
It was International Donut Day.
you're joking. Wow.
Ta-ta.
Wow. What is that,
Get a
Carol?
box of
So
3.
I bought one for each of us.
And you're gonna have it in front of us. That's cruel, man.
No, I'm not going to. No, if you want it, you can come fetch it.
Right, I'll be right over.
Yeah, let's
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Diabetes in a box.
And I found out that the engine garage, the petrol station down the road, has a Krispy Kreme stand in it. So I've just found out that there are donuts a kilometer down the road from me, which I don't know if that's good or bad for my diet.
But you can walk there, right?
I can walk. Yeah, that's a good thing, man. Yo.
But Andrew, would you ever walk to that petrol station, or would you like ride a bike?
No, I don't think I'd walk there. It's not a really nice walk there.
Yeah.
You know, it's you've got to walk along the road. There's no nice pavement, or whatever. But yeah, I think I could do a run on my motorcycle and take 2 hours to get donuts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but that doesn't burn any calories.
No, but it does wonders for my mental health.
You've got to earn the right to eat a donut.
Lester, I think starting his motorbike earns him a right to eat a donut, especially if he's going on Royal Enfield.
Yeah, but I mean, talking about walking, I walked 3 times this week.
Okay, what, to the lounge?
No. Come on, let's be nice. I made it to. I did 6Ks. 6Ks.
Wow, well done.
Round Emmerentia Dam, back to my place. 6 kilometers.
Well done, dude.
Yeah.
Did you go in the morning or in the afternoon?
No, I went in the morning, like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was actually very nice. It's lots of people on the way, lots of cyclists, lots of runners, a couple of people walking their dogs. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
You walk past Emmerentia Dam there. The sun's coming up. It's beautiful. Yeah. So yes, I have earned my 3 donuts.
Yeah. No, the place is pretty cool. Like, I used to come there like every week to do runs. And it's really beautiful to actually just take a walk there in the morning.
Yeah.
Stunning place. So is that something that you're going to take on more like as a regular weekly thing, or it was like a once-off?
Try and do it 3 times a week.
Well done, dude.
Maybe wake up to doing it every day.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, my legs were flipping, killing me.
That means we're getting seriously unfit during this lockdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I went for like 4 like long walks with my dogs this week, and like I felt fine, like no issues. But I didn't run. I think if I ran 5K 4 times, like I'd be seriously still.
Yeah.
At least after the first 2.
No, but it was good to get out and do some exercise. Feeling good. And also, it's good to just get out of the house. Shit. I don't know. This week has been a bit hectic in terms of being stuck